Hi, I'm Lynne with Softsquares. Today we are going to build block 10 from the Silver Jubilee Daydream quilt from Annie's Kits. This is what the pattern looks like. This is what the block looks like. We're on block 10, guys. If you haven't been following this, there's a video for each of the blocks leading up to this series. They all have the same thumbnail, but we're getting there. So there's 12 blocks and then a finishing kit. So I think we're just a few months out from being done with the top. So isn't that pretty? All right, let's start with it. I've already cut out all my fabric and now it's time to put it together. I can't give you the measurements because it's not my pattern, but I encourage you to check the links below. And I did check most recently, and this particular block of the month pattern is still available. And I know through Annie's, if you're a new customer, there is a 50% off coupon that they give you when you sign up. So it's worth looking into. But I'm not trying to sell you that, I'm just telling you where it came from. Okay, so everything is cut. Then this is called Crosses and Losses. It's a block I've never seen before. Very different looking. And here we go. It looks like a lot of half square triangles. And we can do that, right? I'm in the middle of a bunch of projects. Surprise. Okay. First thing it says is to draw diagonal lines, which I'm going to press on my A, B, F, I, and K. So let's just go ahead and do that. A, B, let's see. F, I, and K. It's hard to tell. Okay, you want to press it right sides together so that when you build your block, nope, I lied. Yeah, I always do that. Sorry, we're going to press it wrong sides together. I think I was doing it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, papers. Okay, wrong sides together on the white is just really hard to see. So that when you put your blocks together, your right sides will be together and your crease will be, or your valley will be on top, so you can stitch on or in it depending on what the pattern calls for. If you do it the other way around, you can still do it. It's just a little more difficult because you have a peak, and peaks are harder to sew on. Tracing works. I like this. It works for me. I'm actually glad that I'm getting all the white pieces dealt with right now because it is so hard for me to tell the right from wrong. This is a white on white fabric with a little bit of a leaf print to it, and it's really hard to tell. Anyway, all this fabric is supplied with the pattern, so they give you enough fabric to cut it out. And as always, I brag about how much leftover I have, and I probably could make another block out of it. So you can really screw up. Anyway, yeah, they provide the fabric. So all of these I'm dealing with right now, and then I don't have to sit at the machine and try to figure it out, because I don't know about you, but I still put them in wrong because I can't see. Layer A and C right sides together. A and C. We are going to sew on both sides of that to make 2 separate half square triangles per block. I'm also going to try to take as many things to the sewing machine at the same time as I can. And the next step is to take B and E, E and B, and pair them up. Make 4, so that means, and then B and D. Okay, so there's 4 of those, and then the G's. Layer K on J. Opposite corners of J. Okie dokie, we can do that. So, basically like this, and then we're going to come back and do this, so 2 at a time. Right? Yep. And then after that is on, we will come back and add these later. Okay, this last little section right here, this is putting the H half square triangle, or sorry, H rectangle with an I square, and we are going to make flying geese. So you start out by putting it on one corner. Then after I go to the machine and sew on the line, or in this case in my crease, I'm going to come back and cut it off at a 1/4 inch and press it back. And then at that point I will add this corner, but you don't want to do it yet because there is some overlap down here and it won't work. So we do half at a time, which is the same reason why on this big block we're only doing 2 corners. Do the same thing. After that's sewn on the line, trim back over here, pressed back, then the other 2 squares will be added, but there's overlap. And that overlap is going to be in your seam allowance, so it's really important to have that. So we will add these later. I'm going to go sew these on there with all my half square triangles. Okay, time to go sew. did it. Here's my block. Here's the finished block. That's a pretty cool block. Ta-da! All right, goes on my wall with the others. That way I know where they're at and they stay flat. And it's kind of fun to look at them after I make them. Okay, that's it for block 10 of this block. There'll be more. Thanks for being here today. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day.